Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So I'm really excited to share with you my new collaboration with the Eureka Crystal Beads on their March collection. So for those of you who are not familiar with their collections, this is not a subscription. It is a beautifully curated collection of beads, stones, findings, all kinds of beading goodies that they offer on their website monthly. Sometimes they skip a month or two. You can purchase the entire collection or you can purchase items individually from the collection. They're all listed on the website. I had such a blast curating this collection. I hope you love it as much as I do. So without further delay, let's get a look at what's inside. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention, please stay to the end of the video, after the end of the video, because I added a clip showing some of the pieces that I made using beads from the collection. And I just absolutely loved working with these beads. They're so, so pretty. Also, there'll be a link in the description box below the video to this collection, to the collection page, and to Eureka Crystal Beads. Take a look, see if you like it. Taking everything out of the bag, and we will look at each item individually. But first I wanted to give you a little theme for this, my collection here, and it is time and place. So I was thinking what place sort of transcends time for me, and that is this amazing, amazing structure of Stonehnge. So I found this gorgeous picture, and I have a little paragraph here for you. I'll read a little bit of it. Bathed in the glow of sunrise, the gray-green moss-covered stones reach out through waves of soft green grass. And if you've ever been to Stonehnge, it really does look like when the wind blows, the grass looks like waves. So anyway, okay, so there you go. That's our picture. And I'll just give you a little idea of everything here. So here's my list. And everything is in a category: seed beads, Czech glass, elite Eureka crystal. Oh, wait till you see that. That's going to be so pretty. Krakowski crystal, Preciosa crystal, Chinese crystal. Got a lot of crystal going on here. And findings. Each item is identified by its SKU number. So this number identifies this item. If you type this number into the search bar and Eureka Crystal Beads website, this item will come up. So if you want to order more of something, you can. All right, so here we go. When we come back, we'll take everything out and we'll get a look at all the seed beads. So we have 7 tubes of seed beads, and we're going to start off with this Toho 80, and it is a 2.5-inch tube, I think almost 9 grams. A round seed bead, and the color is called Milky Niagara, and just a beautiful milky blue, just a very calming color like a morning sky. And just ignore anything else that might be in there, because I can't do anything in one take, so I end up sort of mixing the beads up. But I really wanted you to see these very close up. So a beautiful, beautiful color. Next up we have a Toho round 11 seed bead, 2.5-inch tube again, and this one is called Milky Montana Blue. It's silver lined perma finish, so a really durable color. Absolutely love this color. Again, a soft, milky, opaly blue, but with a little sparkle of silver coming through. So pretty. Next up we have a Toho Treasure, which is like a Delica. It's a cylinder bead, 11-0. This is a 2.5-inch tube again, and I wanted to add a little different gold in, and I think this one you could easily use with silver or gold beads, silver or gold accents. So a really beautiful little bit of rainbow going on there with the gold coming through. Just so, so pretty. I have a Toho Cube. This is a 3 millimeter. You get a 2.5-inch tube again, and this one's so pretty, gold lustered light tanzanite, and I just absolutely love the glow on this bead. Isn't that pretty? So this will be fun to play with. Okay, next up we have a Miyuki 11-0, and this is a 10-gram tube, and this is Duracoat galvanized champagne, my fave, the one I use a lot of. So we have these different gold colors that we can work with together. I think so pretty. Except we have another Miyuki 11-0, and this is again a 10-gram tube, and this is such a beautiful color. You see the theme coming out now. It's purple lined aqua, and we're going with purples and greens and blues, and just going to be so pretty. That's such a pretty bead. Love it. Next up we have a Miyuki 15-0 10-gram tube, and this I believe is topaz luster, dark topaz luster. I'm not sure exactly of the name, but I just love adding this on. I've been using this for a while now, so it's just such a nice contrast to a brighter gold. It gives a little depth to a piece, so love having this in my stash. I hope you will too. Okay, so a quick look at all the seed beads. I just love these colors together. We're going to make some beautiful jewelry. So let's move on to the Czech glass. Next up is the Czech glass. We have 2 3 millimeter fire polish strands, and you get 50 to a strand, and I love this color. This is metallic flax, and it's, again, we've got another shade of gold that just adds such dimension to a piece. And then I love this green one. I think it's called Martini Olive or something. I love the name, and the color is it's so clear. It's such a clear kind of cool green. I absolutely adore it. And then we've got this nibbit, and I had to include a nibbit because it looks just like Stonehnge to me. So I mean, I was really drawn to this bead. I've got a beautiful necklace that we'll make using this bead. So stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see. Well, actually, should I show you now? Should I just grab it? Let me grab it. Okay, so here's the necklace we're going to make using the nibbit beads. So we have other beads here as well. So we have obviously some rivolis coming up, some gorgeous rivolis, and here are the fire polish, and these are the nibbits, and I just think it's such a like Stonehenge looking necklace. And here I also did the clasp using one of the rivolis, so I'll be showing you how to do all that. So just a little sneak peek. We'll look at it again at the end of the video. So the nibbits, I just wanted to tell you, the color is luster opaque green, and you get a 8.9 gram tube, and I think I used just about all of them for the necklace. So I really enjoyed using these. And I have a bracelet that I'll link down below as well that we made a while back. The Tidal pool bracelet, we used nibbits. That was fun too. I have these beautiful briolets, and they're 13 by 6.5 millimeter. You get 2 of them. They are gorgeous. They're Elite Eureka crystal, which is made in Austria. So, I mean, this is gorgeous. Looks just like a Swarovski to me, and we'll be making a pair of earrings using these beautiful briolets that sparkle. Gorgeous. Okay, next up is the Krakowski crystal. So I put it all out because it just looks so pretty. All right, so we're going to start with some cushion cut stones, and this first one is a 16 millimeter cushion cut fancy stone, and we've got 2 12 millimeters. And I just absolutely adore these. Look at the sparkle on these. This is in tanzanite, and I just love it. I think when I started thinking about this collection, I had all these pieces in mind, and then I ordered the beads instead of ordering beads and then thinking, what can I do with these? And I have a very beautiful bracelet. We'll be using the 16 millimeter, and the earrings that I'm going to make with the briolets are going to be using these 12 millimeters. I mean, of course, you can make anything you want, but I'm just giving you an idea of what's coming up. So a little factoid about real tanzanite. There is a finite amount of tanzanite in the world. It comes from one mine in Tanzania, and once that's gone, it's gone. So isn't it nice that we have these beautiful crystals to simulate having some gorgeous tanzanite in our collection? Next up, we have the 12 millimeter rivolis that you saw in the necklace I showed you earlier. So look at this gorgeous greenish, and then with the blue around the edges. These are so pretty. Look at the sparkle. I think these are called green sphinx, and look at the beautiful foiling. They're just lovely. I'm just so thrilled that we're able to get beautiful stones like this now, and I absolutely love that color. I think it's so pretty. So I had to include some of the 8 millimeter chatons. You get 6 of them, and of course this color is air blue opal, not a new color, but just beautiful color that I just love having in my stash. So pretty. I have some Krakowski pearls, and these are crystal pearls. They're 6 millimeter strand of 65 and 3 millimeter strand of 135, and you know I love my pearls. So I had to include some pearls, and I love the big size and then the little tiny pearls, which, are just so beautiful. I mean, pearls are timeless, aren't they? I mean, they've been around forever, and they just glow like little moons. Next up, we have the Preciosa crystal. So we have a couple of beads here. We've got a 4 millimeter bicone pack of 40, and I love this matte violet AB color. Isn't that pretty? It's just so soft. Just love it. It's, again, a lovely calming color, and I love including some Preciosa, and a little different, instead of being a sparkly bead, it's more of a, it's matte, and it's just, I don't know, it's just lovely. So we have these Preciosa crystal faceted round beads, 4 millimeter, pack of 50, and something we don't normally see. I requested this and this 16 millimeter that we looked at earlier, fancy stone, and it took a while to get both of those in. So I want to thank Eureka Crystal Beads for accommodating all my requests. They're like, We have to find this, Stephanie. I think this just came in like at the last minute. So this is a gorgeous crystal bead. Isn't that pretty? And tanzanite. Just love it. Okay, next up are some 3x2mm Chinese rondelles. And these are, you get 180 pieces per strand. And you know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't include the 3x2mm rondelle. I use these all the time. I wanted to give you different textures here. So we have this nice matte, it's medium blue, and then this sparkly sort of blue opal AB. And I don't know if you can see all the purple color coming through on this and all the different colors because my lights are probably washing it out, but so pretty. Next up we have a nun design charm. This is a small meadowgrass charm, and I absolutely love nun design, and their charms are so pretty, aren't they? Look at that. You see some like blowing grass, and then it's sort of a matte and shiny gold together. Oh, let me clear it up a little bit. So love that. Love this. Just like, it's small, so just pop it on the end of a necklace, or you're wearing your hair up and you'll just see this little beautiful little charm, or on a bracelet. Next up we have some tiara cast. We have a toggle clasp. It's Anna's toggle. I think it's called a 1/2-inch toggle. So I'm really into using some smaller toggle clasps. I think I'm going to order a bunch of these because they're just perfect really for a necklace or a bracelet. And sometimes, you know, you're into the huge clasp, but I'm just sort of into the smaller ones lately. So I wanted to include that. And then I have a couple of ear wires here. So we have a pair of ear wires, and these are French hook with small loop. You get the one pair, and these are gold filled. Now I wanted to include gold filled because I just think it's so worth it when you make a pair of earrings that you use the gold filled. And you know, I always put these in my stash, you know, for when I'm making a special gift for someone. Just a quick story. I made a pair of earrings for a friend, ages ago. It was the brick stitch earring. And, you know, over time, you know, I've seen her wear them, and the last time she was wearing them, the hooks were all tarnished, and it was part of the earring, so I couldn't even replace the ear hooks. So it is worth it to get some gold-filled ear wires, you know, when you can. Next up, we've got some tiara cast Heshy daisy spacers. These are 4mm. You get 15 of them, and they're teeny tiny. So these will be fun to use. I'm going to try to use these maybe in a brick stitch earring or some kind of earring, maybe that as the center. We'll see how it goes. If not, we can use this as a spacer between beads, but I just love this little teeny tiny one. And here's our last item, craft wire 22 gauge by Beadsmith, and I really want us to get into wrapping some loops and doing some wire work, you know, so the basic wire work, because I'm very new to wire work, so we'll sort of learn it together. I think that'll be fun. The earrings that I have at the, you know, that I've made, I just wrapped the loop with it, and it was just a lot of fun. So here we go. Put everything down. So here is your Stonehnge Ancient Ruins collection. I hope you love it as much as I do. Don't forget there's a link in the description box below the video to the collection, and stay around because the next clip, I'll show you the pieces I made with this. A few pieces I came up with using some of the beads from this collection. So you saw a quick look at the Standing Stones necklace, and I absolutely love this bezel, and I have a bracelet using this bezel that's already on my channel, and I'll link that down below. I've got some good techniques going on here, fun ones. So the Rivoli clasp, which will be fun to make, this bezel, which looks complicated, but it's so easy. And then, of course, cubic right angle weave, which is such a beautiful stitch. And then I wanted to make a square bezel because something about Stonehnge that's very powerful. I mean, those stones have been standing forever, and I wanted something to symbolize that. So I sat down and started making it, and then the bezel ended up being part of the bracelet. So you can make this as a necklace too. You just make it longer, sort of as a collar necklace. But I didn't want to overwhelm you with too many necklaces, so it makes a really pretty bracelet. I love the idea of a square. I love the symbolism of a square. It symbolizes the 4 elements, the 4 seasons, points on a compass. So I just love the symbolism of it all. And so that one will be fun to make. And then we have these 12mm cushion cut earrings, and I used the briolettes here, which are so pretty. They show up so nicely, even if you have long hair, because they're not huge, but they're substantial. We did a little wrap loop here, which is a simple wrap, but we'll get into more, you know, interesting wraps as well. Okay, so here you go. Here are a few pieces. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.